This is Heil circuit board part number 1085928. We sell brand new Heil parts. They come with a full 1-year factory warranty. This particular board, a lot of times when it fails, the blower motor will stick on. This is called a fan time control board. It's used with heat pump and electric furnace applications, and its design is to operate the fan properly to get the best efficiency out of the unit. There's a 5-amp fuse on it. If that 5-amp fuse blows, you usually have an issue external to the board in the 24-volt control circuit. What we see a lot of times is rodent damage. A mouse or something will get into the wire, chew the insulation off. The wire will get nicked with a weed whacker or something like that when you're gardening, and it will cause a short in the wire, cause that fuse to blow. Or it will actually rub through where it goes through the unit, through the metal sidewall of the unit. It can rub through there and you can get a short there. So if that fuse is blowing, you want to take a look at that 24-volt wiring. Another issue that we could see with that is if your unit's not watertight, the outdoor unit, and you get a leak on the door, water gets into the coil on the contactor, then sometimes that will cause the fuse to blow, or something like a lightning strike. If this board fails and the fan sticks on, what you need to do is disconnect this green wire right here. If you have an issue in the system, this is what powers the fan, is that green wire. If you disconnect that green wire, the fan continues to run, then most likely that board is bad. The part number on this board, like we said, is 1085928. Sometimes there will be an HX after that part number. If you provide us the model number and serial number of your equipment, we can make sure this is the correct board for your application. Just give us a call. The board's easy to change. It's got a 12-pin connector right here. If you look closely at it, you can see the connections are different on each end, so you can only plug that board in one way. You've got another plug that plugs right here that's got a little clip on these white pieces. You've got 5 wires that plug on, 5 or 6 wires. The best way to change this board is if you squeeze these little plastic connections, you can pull the board out. Pull the board out of the system with the wiring still attached. Snap the new board in place, change your plugs, and change the wires one at a time and make sure they go back on the same designated terminals. You can see this terminal has designations of 240 and common. These terminals are W1, W2G, so on. Just make sure you get the exact same wire back on the exact same terminal.